Hey everyone, it's DeAnna from DeAnna Scraps, and I'm here with a Crafty Maven Getaway video for Scraplift Saturday. And as you saw in the beginning, I had shown the inspiration piece for this particular week, and the next image was an image of the layout that I am scraplifting. I actually found that image on Pinterest, and it took me over to scrapbook.com, and it was by Cat Benjamin for Click Kits. So what I really liked about it was I wanted to do some more Christmas photos. I've been trying to get through some older winter or Christmas holiday photos. And I had this collection by Pink Fresh Studio, and it's the one that they came up with this year. I wanted to use that, and I was just kind of intrigued by some of the blocks of squares that were on the layout, and also on the there's a page in the collection that also has that. And then also the inspiration piece had something that kind of inspired me, which was the image in the middle that has like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like 3 blocks on the side, or it's actually on the bottom, but if you turn it over, it's very similar to what I'm going to end up doing here. So, and I can kind of explain that down the road, but I added some white gesso. I wanted to use this paper because it's light, and it's I can use it as a background sheet and also like do my journaling on it, and it won't be too distracting, but I wanted to add a little bit of color to it, and I was trying to match the colors between a couple of the blocks that I was using, so especially that dark kind of bluish gray box down there on the bottom left, and then there's some gray papers in there too. So I don't know if it skipped over, as I was just talking about something else, but I did go through and pick several papers, and I also used the paper that had the blocks from the Pink Fresh Studio collection. And it just, basically you could use it for like a December daily. It had the numbers on it, so 1 through 25, I believe it was. And so what I'm going to do, there's a couple of them that I picked to use, and I'm just going to actually cover those. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. There's a couple that I am deciding to use that have numbers on them, and I'm just going to cover that up once I start embellishing. So I played with my watercolors a bit, and I tried to get a good color. For the most part, though, I just couldn't get the blues to match, and I think it's because I have that kind of washed out aqua that's also up there, and it just didn't seem to match very well. So I do add a tiny bit of the blue so that it's showing, but mostly I just do the grays. And I wouldn't say that I'm super thrilled with the inking that I have on there, but I like it. It's something, it adds something different. I don't do this super often on my layouts, so, it's just something different. Now I'm going to take some washi, and I'm going to rip it in half because I want it to give some texture there on the side of the squares. And I'm going to add it to both sides of that that square blocking. And I really like that. I think that really kind of helps solidify those blocks like it belongs on that paper. And it also kind of connects the I don't know what you want to call it, the watercolor blobs. I don't know. Are they called blobs? I don't know. Splotches. I don't want to call it smushing because I didn't really smush. I just used my paintbrush. So what I decided to scrapbook is some pictures of my 2 cats that we had way back in 2002. One of them I still have, that's Sweetie, and she's the one that's wrapped up in that green paper. And they were having so much fun. The other cat is Loki, and I've scrapbooked her before on my channel, but she's no longer with us. And they were having so much fun that Christmas, between us opening presents and there being wrapping paper around and different boxes that they could jump in. And then we even gave them some gifts, so they had like a little cat toy, and it was just really cute. And I think I've actually scrapbooked some other pictures from this, but there was a few left that I hadn't done. And so I am going to use one for the main layout, and then I'm going to take a 6x12 page protector, and I'm going to add the rest of the photos to that. And here's where you see I'm covering things up. So I use that star to cover up, I think it was a 21 or something there. And then I just use that house to cover up the number on that blue one down there. And then I'm just adding some embellishments and a title. I'm trying to do similar to what the layout that Kat Benjamin did, where it was, you know, she kind of embellished up that middle piece, the middle strip of squares. I wanted to use these letter stickers because I believe it is from the same collection. It's Pink Fresh, and they're kind of it's like that washed out teal or mint almost green, and it's got gold outlining the middle of the letters. And so it gets lost on that blue paper, so I decided to put it on the photo. And I'm just kind of digging through some other items. I pulled out everything that I have from this collection, so I was trying to use up anything I could out of that, just because, you know, obviously if it's from the same collection it matches. So I'm just using a T-square ruler to help me line that up. You know, it's funny, these letter stickers, they're chipboard, but they're thin. They're not super thick. And I don't mean just height-wise or like thickness from the chipboard. I mean like the actual letter is thin. So they kind of fall around in your hands. It's hard to hang on to them. I'm using, this is a Tim Holtz or Ideology, I think it's called, but I don't know if it's called Ideology, but it's Tim Holtz, and there's a whole bunch of holiday sayings, and it's a pack. It has like I think it has like 3 different sheets in it. So I just used that. I cut one that said, I think it said Merry Christmas, and I just cut the Christmas off so it could say Kitty Christmas. And then I wanted to cover up that box in the picture, so I just used that You Had Me at Ho 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 and added that there, and a little acetate snowflake. And now I'm just kind of adding things here and there to the strip in the middle. I really wanted to add that Hey Santa, but I kind of already messed that up by putting the Bring On the Twinkle. I know I'm kind of zoomed in right now. I think I did that to show the kitty, but I do a couple things up top here and I don't realize that I'm zoomed in, but eventually I will zoom out. I'm just looking through that sticker sheet to see if I can find anything else that would look nice. I wanted to make sure I had that black at least in 3 spots. I know there's some on the little squares, but I felt like I needed it in the embellishments, and so I went ahead and added that other one that says, I think it says Dear Santa underneath the star. And then I'm just doing some really quick journaling, just basically saying that Sweetie and Loki are having fun with the tree and all the presents. And that was actually, we had just moved into this house, so that's why there's boxes and stuff around, and you know, it was just a way for me to say, you know, it's just starting some new traditions. Now, it was funny when I was decorating this card here. It's actually a card that I made for Project Life probably a couple years ago, and I forgot to use it, so it's been hanging around on my desk, and so I pulled off some of the cork star stickers, which I think I showed in the beginning when I pulled this out, and just got rid of that. And then I needed to use those stars to cover up where those cork ones were. I'm just trying to use some of the same colors. And I'm going to end up talking through my images here, but basically that's all I did, was just decorated that card really quick and added it to the 6x12 layout. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.